Recently, the market as a whole is correcting itself. Analysts are dropping their last warnings, but a huge event just took place. That shocked everyone in the community. Recently became the coin that was traded the most on Coinbase. Things are running out of supplies. This light could save Shiba Inu. What's going on? What the heck am I talking about? Okay, let me explain. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Seeing a drop of almost 2% since yesterday. A lot of people are getting scared, and buyers don't know what to do next. Now that the market has dropped, could the cost keep going down? Someone looked more closely at what's going on with the price of Shiba Inu right now. Shiba Inu seems to be having a rough time right now. Short-term buyers, or people who deal quickly, are getting out of the market. The price has gone down a lot because of this, which is causing some buyers worry about the future of Shiba Inu as a way to speculate. In the world of cryptocurrency, where things change quickly, many of them are going elsewhere. A worrying trend has been seen in recent reports. Short-term trades have been pulling back a lot, and a lot of them have even given up on their investments. It's clear that these sellers, who usually want to make money quickly, are losing interest because Shiba Inu hasn't been giving them that. It's not just short-term players either. Even people who plan to hold for up to a year are reducing the size of their stocks. This change makes it obvious that Shiba Inu isn't as attractive to buyers right now, as many investors are giving up after seeing prices stay the same for a while. Now, here's the deal. One expert also said that the number of new users who are using Shiba Inu has really dropped. The number of new addresses entering the Shiba Inu ecosystem has dropped by a large amount according to data from Into the Block. The number hit its lowest level in years on Monday, which made fans and investors even more worried. This measure keeps track of how many transactions on the system come from new addresses, just so you know. Basically, how many new people are interested in the site. The fact that there aren't as many new users as there used to show that people aren't running to join or talk to Shiba Inu as much as they used to. It had been more stable, with this rate of acceptance staying between a quarter and half of all deals since January 2025. But the recent drop is a big change. This is the lowest number of new users that Shiba Inu has seen in almost 2 years, which is even more worrisome. The final time things got this bad was in March 2023. At the time, it was a big worry for Shiba Inu. This latest slowdown, along with the cost drop, really shows how hard it is for the Shiba Inu community to stay interesting and draw in new people. This may make you wonder what's really going on. Why is the cost going down so quickly? It looks like Bitcoin may have something to do with it. The price of Bitcoin has dropped a lot. It is now worth about 115,000 Bitcoins, which is 4% less than it was a few days ago. Also, why is Bitcoin going down? So it looks like the feds have delivered yet another surprise. When top Federal Reserve officials said some careful things about interest rates, buyers reacted by selling crypto. The whole market is down. CNBC reports that Michelle Bowman, Governor of the Federal Reserve, said that she thinks monetary policy is good right now, but she wants to observe more progress on inflation before the central bank thinks about cutting interest rates. Fed Chair Jerome Powell has been stating things like this for a while now. It is clear from what he said that the central bank isn't in a hurry to make big changes to interest rates. Investors are paying close attention to any hints about what might happen with past policies. What does this have to do with Shiba Inu? Well, Shiba Inu is experiencing the effects of the market instability, just like Bitcoin. When people don't trust each other, especially when major organizations like the Fed are being careful, buyers are less likely to put money into something. When people aren't sure what will happen, they sell more, especially short-term trades. That's precisely what we're experiencing with Shiba Inu right now. But wait, it seems like the fear and confusion will soon be over. Shiba Inu may have some good news at the end of the tunnel. Something very important happened recently that could help them a lot. With its price rising and even reaching the 2,800 range, Ethereum can't be stopped right now. But now comes the really crazy phase. Coinbase now has more trades in Ethereum than any other cryptocurrency. Connor Grogan, the head of Coinbase, says this is the initial time something like this has occurred since 2022. Recently, a huge $367 million worth of trades have happened on Ethereum. Things get even more exciting now. We just made history. An exchange's supply of Ethereum is said to have hit a 9-year low. This could be very important because when the amount of an asset such as Ethereum on platforms goes down, it could mean that a big event is about to start. This is an example of a supply shock, which occurs when people really want to buy Ethereum, but there isn't enough of it to go around. Now that the amount of Ethereum held by controlled platforms is so low, buyers are feeling more hopeful that the market may be about to bottom. If this is true, it could lead to a possible rebound, with Ethereum trying to get back to $4,000, which is a psychologically important level for many. But here's the interesting part. If Ethereum's cost can't stay strong, one expert said that the altcoin season might have to be pushed back. While the market gets prepared for the altcoin period, when smaller tokens often see big price jumps, Ethereum needs to stay strong, so that cannot happen. In a recent post on social media, famous expert Ali warned that altcoin period might come to an abrupt end if Ethereum can't hold the 3,700 level. Basically, if Ethereum can't keep that important level, it could bring down the market for other cryptocurrencies as well. When Ethereum does well, the market for other cryptocurrencies usually does well too. Smaller cryptocurrencies do better as buyers look for better yields. But if Ethereum fails and its value drops a lot, it could shock the market for other cryptocurrencies. But wait, things are about to get really interesting here. Ethereum has not only been able to hold on to that important support stage, but it has also overcome it in a fairly short period of time. Since experts said that altcoin season might have to be pushed back if Ethereum couldn't hold that crucial level, does this mean that Shiba Inu is about to have a big run-up? So, here's what's going on. For the most part, Shiba Inu moves in sync with Ethereum because it is developed on the Ethereum blockchain. A lot of the time, when Ethereum does well, it helps other tokens that use the same system. To top it all off, a lot of people who own Shiba Inu are also on Coinbase, a big market where Ethereum is also very popular. If Ethereum shows strength and moves past key support levels, this could set off a chain reaction that brings more attention and money to Shiba Inu as well. That's it. If altcoin season finally starts, Shiba Inu has finally reached his big moment. Shiba Inu's price could really go up as Ethereum gets steam and people become more interested in altcoins in general. Even more, it might raise the Shiba Inu above its previous highest high. That would be massive, especially for people who have been hanging on during the recent drops, hoping for a turnaround. Even better, this could finally mean that the losses that many Shiba Inu owners have been having for months will start to go away. As investors' stocks start to get better, they may start to feel better after being hit hard by the downturn. And with the excitement about Shiba Inu possibly hitting new heights, the mood could become electric, bringing in more sellers and speeding up the whole thing. There you have it. If things keep going as planned, this could be the start of something major for Shiba Inu. The next few weeks could be very good for people who want to make the most of what could be a big time for the Shiba Inu environment. For now, there's no reason to worry too much because the price is just being volatile as it always is. In the long run, Shiba Inu seems to be set up for an exciting future and some pretty amazing price gains in the future. Shiba Inu still has a lot of promise, even though it's going through some rough patches right now. Just picture where it could be in a few years. Also, remember this important thing. The Shiba Inu group, or Shiba Sense, always sees things in a bigger picture. It's clear from one of their most recent tweets that bad days don't matter if you plan to stay here forever. This really gets to the heart of the Shiba Inu story. There are good and bad days, but the bad days don't seem so bad if you're in it for the long haul. It serves as a warning that the crypto market can be uncertain, but it's important to keep your eye on the bigger picture. If you're dedicated to the goal and the group, those tough times will seem like a long time ago when Shiba Inu truly does what many people think it can do. Hold on tight and don't give up hope. There are lots of good things coming up, but what do you think about this? Leave a comment below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.